morning. It's November 11th, 2019. We're in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and we're gonna have 3 different things that we're gonna visit in the next few days, and this is the first thing. We're gonna be going to the Titanic world's largest museum attraction. There's actually 2 of these. Apparently there's one in Branson, Missouri. We ran into probably a different company's Titanic one in Vegas, and we just ran out of time to see that one. But these are very educational museums, especially when they decide to just concentrate on one thing. You can really learn a lot. If Sue turns around here, I doubt if this is a full scale for the small section that they have. We'll find out what that scale is as soon as we get in there. But it's the White Star Line, and has the grand staircase in there. Tomorrow is equally exciting. We're going to the Pirate Dinner Show. It's kind of like a Dollywood Stampede thing, but a little bit more adult orientated, a lot of acrobatics and something like that. But to wrap up truly the most educational experience here in Pigeon Forge is we have to go to the Hatfield McCoy show, and we're going to do that on Wednesday, so we have the right taste in our mouth when we finally leave the area, so that we really know what it's all about. You know, as far as families, how they get together. Come on, Sue, we only have till 7 p.m. It's about 1 o'clock right now in the afternoon, so that only leaves us 6 hours each. 12 hours of eyeball bathing. Let's go.
At the Titanic Museum, but unfortunately there is no photography inside. So that was kind of a bummer, but I highly recommend you go see this place. They have all kinds of artifacts in there, just fascinating, and if you do the audio tour, it really adds more to it. They also have hands-on experience, like you can feel the temperature of the air and also put your hand in the water. It was shocking how cold it was. Another thing that's really cool about the Pigeon Forge attractions is the uniqueness of all the buildings. So this actually is part of the building. But you can see, like with the water pushing up on it, it actually looks like it's moving. And then we've got our iceberg on the side too. In 1969, this entire Highway 441 was assigned and rezoned as tourism use only. You can see that it's just filled with different dinner theaters and family activities. And besides that, there's a lot of museums to be seen along here too. So we went online to figure out what we wanted to do for the few days that we're going to be here. And we realized they have a lot of different dinner shows. So as we're scrolling through, we decided we were going to check out the Pirates Voyage Dinner and Show.
I'm walking around, honey. I was going to try to get you. Maybe you'd want to walk the plank, a pirate's twist on a margarita, and I'd get the tropical storm. By the time we're done buying those, we could take out another mortgage so we could go to the show. What else they got here?
Having a really hard time here.
Well, it's just that I'm so used to hard liquor, you know.
So if you get there pretty early, there's plenty to do. They've got snacks and different drinks and also board games like checkers and tic-tac-toe. Mark, where are you?
Well, I only take my wife to the finest places. It's the Pirates Voyage.
Dinner with the pirates.
Yep.
So we're not supposed to be taking videos during the show, but they said we could take them now, which is nice because it gives you a view of what we're looking at. It's a great setting.
Pirates.
So this is actually a dinner show. You can see Mark has his plate ready to go. They gave him plastic because they knew he'd be breaking things.
And our drinks, little skull glass.
Appropriate.
Look at this place. We were a little disappointed yesterday when we went to the Titanic show and we weren't able to take any video inside, but once we were in there you could see why. It was a very somber subject, obviously. A lot of reading, a lot of introspection and being in your own thoughts. So I'm actually glad we weren't able to take any video. Here's my date right here, Sue. Yep, Sue's my date. You can see that there's about 8 different rows and about 6 different sections. Here's where all the action's going to happen. The pool is like 16 or 20 feet deep. Can't remember what they said it was. There's the set in the background. I don't know if they'll let us videotape anything once the show starts. It would be great if they did. We'll do what we can. Here's the waitress that's actually in our line as well, and she stands in front of the table and grabs your orders. We have the vegetarian plate rather than eating a bunch of fried foods. Sue's husband's a little on the large side. He's
talking about my
He's
husband.
trying to take care of that.
So before the main show, they have a bunch of little pre-shows, including this parrot. Sweet. Nice. Right, so a thought about this is how many people does it take to actually pull this off? If you look at all the people just right here working, the waitresses, the people escorting people, but also who designed this set? Who built the set? Who organized all this?
Well, and then you also have the animal trainers, you have the animal wranglers that are out here.
Yeah.
Not the least of which is all of the maintenance people that were working on all the stuff that's broke, the lighting, and
Lighting
the rigging,
technicians, yeah.
all of the people working on the plumbing, making sure the water is liquid rather than solid, because it is pretty cold today. What is it outside, honey, about 25?
Yeah, I was going to say 30 at the high. So how much were the tickets?
I don't really know.
All right, that is why it's so expensive. Paying for all this. Plus a meal. Now let the show begin. Photos only, no videos. Well, that was fun. You know, another fun thing in Pigeon Forge is checking out all these unique buildings, like Beyond the Lens. It's a family attraction. It has interactive games, a variety of really cool photo ops, and interesting exhibits. Then there's the Hollywood Wax Museum. The outside of the museum has a Mount Rushmore-inspired carving and has faces of John Wayne and Elvis Presley, Marilyn Monroe, and Charlie Chaplin. And then there's King Kong climbing the museum. Then there's the Wonder Works, the upside-down building, and that's the one I found the most intriguing. And it's actually one of the most popular attractions in Pigeon Forge. It's a combination of a science fair, amusement park, and children's museum, all rolled up into one huge upside-down building. We enjoyed the dinner and show with the pirate show so much, we decided we wanted to try another one. And that's when we realized we were not being very good tourists. Because when we went back online to purchase tickets, we realized through Tripster that you could actually get package deals. So we thought we'd want to go and see the Hatfields and McCoys, and that's when we realized if we would have combined our Titanic and Pirates, we probably would have saved about $30. So, note to self and anybody else that's looking for things to do and see in these tourist towns, make sure you check out Tripster first, because you'll probably find some deals for places you're going to go to anyways.
Sue always used to say to me, you know what happens when kids don't pay attention in art class?
All right, guys, you're gonna just take a right down here.
All right.
Here we are.
Nothing but the finest for my bride.
How's your meal, Mark?
Good. We love tourist traps. We love dinner shows. We love stuff like this. We're like grade school kids.
Got good seats, too.
Even with all these plates, it's still all you can eat, so I can get them filled all back
Hey,
up
folks,
if
doing
I need it.
tonight? All you Hatfields over here, want to look over to McCoy side, want y'all to smile and wave and say, howdy, McCoy.
So the Hatfield and McCoy Dinner Feud was a blast also. And in the area was Dollywood. We never really got around to check that out, perhaps next time we're through. But one thing we did get to do was catch up with some old friends that are also full-time RVers, Laura and Dwayne, and they are our personal Hall of Fame record holders for a lunch date. We met at 1 and we finally said goodbye at 8:30 that evening. So we're continuing our journey down to Florida for the winter, and we're so glad to just miss a snowstorm in Wisconsin when we left. We did get caught in Indiana, but glad to be in Tennessee. Even though it was cold, it actually was pretty sunny. Well, for a while anyway. Not exactly what I want to look at. Ay, ay, ay.